Welcome back to a sunny MCG day. Victoria taking on a Western Warriors, the WA cricket team. We've got a big inclusion this week in Marcus Harris into the side, and I have a feeling there's going to be a few more Australian players showing up in this Victorian team very soon. You can see Mitch Marsh, the captain of WA today, has the coin toss. He's got the call, and he has won the toss, so he's going to elect to something. I would be surprised if he doesn't bat on this pitch. And he does bat on this pitch. So after a promising start from the Victorian side, we've got WA at 5 for 65. I've been given the ball. Oh! By myself. How good's that one? Even that reaction. Oh! Oh! Not only has it just found a way to stay in. Should I have appealed for this? No, it flicks the pad on the way through. But my goodness me, that is a Jaffa to start, isn't it? But already we've seen pitches doing a little bit. It's not doing a hell of a lot, but it's doing a little bit. You can see there wasn't much seam on that delivery there. This has now been a big partnership for WA. They've really, I was going to say resurrected, but... Oh! It came back, but not enough. Oh, an outside edge. It didn't carry, did it? It fell short. Bugger. Oh, that could have been another wicket. It would have been Vazisto, who's just made 10 runs. And more wickets fall, which is fantastic. So there was a maiden in there. That was a maiden. So, and then our 7 for 117, Cameron Bancroft in, batting very low down the order. You wouldn't expect me to be batting this low, would you? He's batting with Jai Richardson, I guess, because obviously he's a wicket keeper. They put him that low on the order. But after 40 overs, the run rate's still just under 3, and it's 7 for 118. It's been very slow wicket. It's what it appears to be, but it also appears to be a very tough wicket to bat on, as there's 7 wickets taken, just 40 overs in. Oh, does it come back enough? This is a real question. I don't think so. It also was probably going over the top of the stumps as well. 41 overs as we head into lunch. 7 for 119. It's been a big effort from the Victorians. You can see John Holland's taken 3 wickets there, so maybe spin playing a factor in this contest. Pattinson with a couple of LBWs as well. But a lot of the wickets have either been bowled or LBW, which means that maybe the batsmen just aren't picking up the length. And there's a little bit of uneven bounce as well going on there. So we had a maiden to start this session, and then we've come into bowl again. As they pick up a single over here to the man at... See, when we do get pace onto the ball, it does go through very nicely to the keeper. So I'm just wondering whether it's worth a couple of those real effort balls, and we have seen a lot of bowled or LBW dismissals just firing it in on the stumps. Oh, that's out. I was going to say it's LBW, but I think I've nutmegged Richo here. Have a look at this. It's hit the shin of his right foot and just rolled back onto the stumps. As I said, he was just trying to survive. It was only a matter of time. And if we just aimed it on the stumps, we were bound to take a wicket, because that's where it seemed like the majority of the wickets were coming from. And once again, it resulted in a wicket. So WA, 8 for 124 now. And I tried again to go the big full one, but didn't work on this occasion. It's like a stock standard back of a length ball. Oh, an inside edge, and what a take by the keeper. Another wicket. It's just brilliant bowling. Ball was not really there to be driven at all. And that's a great take. Who was that there taking that catch? That's glorious. Seb Gotch with the catch. Fantastic piece of keeping. And WA just 1 wicket away now from being all over for this innings. Oh, and this doesn't look like it's going to take too long. 47 gone, 9 for 132. It's easier to get him out. Oh, he's decided to play a bit more aggressively now that the tail is in, and he's gone straight down the wicket for 4. So Bancroft trying to save this WA innings right now. He's 43 from 42. I reckon he's going to try and get a single here. So I'm going to put it wide outside off. Yes! And he gets an outside edge. And it looks like it's going to go to the rope. So, which means Moody's going to be on strike. So hopefully whoever our other bowler is can take that wicket. And they do. So that's exactly what I was looking for. So that's actually smart bowling from me. I know it went for the boundary, but you can count that wicket as my wicket. As I come in to bat here. A couple of matches, 188 runs. It started very well, and you look at the field and you just question why the field is like this. Just to start things off, and I can work it away through mid-wicket for a couple. You'd expect everything to be outside off, so I find it strange when they do decide the double bluff and try to swing it in, because I can work it away for a couple, given there's so much open space on the leg side there. And even this one driven through the offside. So I know that we're still day one on this pitch, right? We've still got a heap of time in the opening day's play to really bat well while the wicket is seemingly good to bat on. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which means there's plenty of time in the first day's play and before this pitch starts to really do anything cracking wise, or if it has a little bit of wear and might slow up a little bit. But from our point of view, we're just happy to be out there and batting, and obviously we knocking over WA for 140 was great. Put us in a really strong position. Oh, that's a good shot. Just put a little bit more force in it. It's 4. This from Owen. Bang! That's some elite work. Jai Richardson, probably the most dangerous bowler out here. 1 for 14 from 3. So he has been a little bit expensive, but he's taken a wicket. And, I mean, he would be more dangerous if there wasn't such an open leg side field. But thankfully for me, there is. Oh, that's a good quality drive through the offside. And you talk about the pitch, maybe the outfield a little slow, as you can see this one holding up there. So we come back for 3. Much nicer there again. But again, I don't feel like I've smashed that ball. I've hit it somewhat out of the middle, but it's going to hold up once again, and we pick up another 3 runs through the covers. So last night, I'm sure you were all aware that England defeated, who did they beat? New Zealand, which meant they qualified for the Final 4 of the World Cup. Which makes it interesting because we don't know who is actually going to be playing who in those Final 4. It feels like the Final 4 are just about set. I think Pakistan need a really, really big win over Bangladesh to be able to qualify. Australia, oh no, that's out. So that's what happens when I just slightly think about other things. I was going to say Australia, that's a little tickle of an outside edge. It's just carried through to the keeper. Very disappointed they're gone for 21. Obviously Australia need a win to secure a top spot, which means they'll play New Zealand in the semi-final, you would think. And then that would mean that England would play India in the other semi-final, which would be massive. So anyway, what is the scenario here? WA lead it by 66 runs right now after they trailed by 30 at the first innings break. And they're 6 for 96. So it feels like the pitch might be a little bit better to bat on, and they've got Cameron Bancroft in right now, who has obviously been playing fairly good after a promising first innings and hoping to replicate something similar in the second. It's a little bit annoying that you have to kind of do an effort ball sometimes to really get the carry through to the keeper. Oh, run him out, run him out, run him out, run him out, run him out. I can't run in a straight line. Did you see that? He went zig. He went zag. Let's have a look at me here. They've gone yes. I'm running. Oh, am I running? Oh, wait, no, I'm running this way. Now I'm running this way. Now I'm running this way again. Just run straight at the ball. You would have had them. They would have been gone. So that might end the first session on day 2. Take a look at the state of the game. Sam Harper's 54 was the top score for Victoria as they made 171. We thought this was going to be a good pitch to bat on, but it's seemingly getting better to bat on as the match goes on. So it's a little bit strange in that regard. They're 6 for 112. And right now the lead is about 82. So can WA get themselves a big enough score? And you'd think maybe 150 or 160 could be fairly hard to chase on this pitch if it, in fact, remains very difficult to bat on. Oh, I'm spewing because that's a no ball. Did it carry? I can't tell. The ball disappeared. Let's try that again. Where's the ball? Nobody knows. Can we try it again? Where's the ball? So I've bowled an invisible delivery. Does it actually carry through? Invisibly. I'm spewing.
Yep.
Oh, that's out though! Oh! Frame rate too. Oh, goodness me. So the one before was the no ball, got the outside edge. This one was a thick outside edge, and we have clearly just deleted the ball from the replays somehow. What a take. I mean, you just wouldn't believe it. He just went like this, and he looked and he was like, there's a ball there. Unbelievable. So WA now 7 down. Am I not bowling a ball either? I feel like that's just a ball trail. I feel like I'm not even holding the ball in my hand. Oh, catch it! Oh! That was a genuine... I mean, it wasn't really a chance, but it was a bat onto pad situation. 9 down now, and Bancroft remains at the crease. Still the man to get. You'd expect him to be trying to hit some more runs here and increase the rate. Well, they are 9 down, because obviously you don't want the number 11 on strike for too long. But Cam Bancroft, I'd say, is probably... Short ball, he attacks it. It is just going to be 1. So that works in our favour. We get a few deliveries to Moody. And another bouncer in the over. So Bancroft will be back on strike 9 for 195. And eventually they go out. So they were out for 197, which means the target is 1668, I think, in order to win. And right now we're 2 for 30. It's a great shot. It's a great shot, and the outfield's picked up. That's 4. Short ball smashed away, and a boundary. Although the 2 boundaries I've hit, the first one wasn't super aggressive, it was just a drive, and then the second one was a little bit more. That's 4 more. Just not even a run. Just bad bowling to the field. And again, the field remains the same, so it's a bit strange. You just question it. Especially with the way that the bowling is. It's too straight. The bowling is so straight, it doesn't make any sense. And right now, I think you might see the bowler try and consult Moody and say, hang on, you can't be bowling there. There's already 12 from the over. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that's just beautifully straight. I don't even know if I really wanted to aim it there, but that is so straight. It's almost hit the stumps, but it has gone for 4. 4 more. It's just too good. He really is just a absolute star. Oh my god. It's just raced to the boundary. It's come right off the toe of the bat. I think it was a bump ball anyway, so it wouldn't have been out, but it's just found a way through the slips at record pace. And again, 3 boundaries in a row. And again, down the ground. This time it was spooned a little bit. Still getting away from that fielder, so they're turning for a 3rd. And they will come back for 3 runs. So 2 for 76. Initially our goal was to just get 2 for 100. And we thought that was going to be enough. But right now, the way I'm going about things, with 34 runs from just 15 balls, puts everyone under pressure. Oh, Jai Richardson, you cannot bowl there. You can't bowl there. It's 4. It better be 4. Jeez, I stopped running. 50 partnership up. Oh, that's a terrible shot off a terrible delivery. And I think at the end of the day, luck would be on my side as it goes to the boundary. I think this might have been a leading edge. I don't know. It seemingly got hit out of the middle, but it was early timing. Strange. Anyway, we're 42 from 17. This could be a quick 550. One of the quickest you'll ever see. And I'm trying to make it happen. It's just 1 shot away from a half century. Oh, and if we get this done, this is ridiculous. Another boundary. And Andy Owen picks up one of the fastest half centuries you'll see. It's just 19 balls worth, and there was 11 fours in there. So 44 of those 50 runs have come from boundaries, including the last 4 shots. Oh, if Victoria lose this game now, it's a massive choke. Oh, yeah, that found a way to beat the first fielder. Won't beat the second. They're charging back for 2. And we're just going to have a look at the scoring breakdown here. Reverse the fact that it says offside. It should actually be the onside. But behind square on the onside, there's only been 1 run. And you can see there's been 29 runs in this part of the offside and 18 runs sort of on the onside in front of square. Wicket of Madison lost, so we're now 3 down. Sepp Gotch in, I would say. Just 70 more runs required for a Victorian victory. 7 wickets in hand. Oh, shot. Absolutely shot. Oh. Jeez, I thought that should have gone to the boundary. Given the pace of the delivery and of the shot. It's 3 in the end. Yes, I'm just using the pace of the ball there to hit. Oh, jeez. Hang on. No. What is this? And the field is now really spread because I don't think even they know where to go with this. I've tried to hit that ball. It probably would have gone for a lot of byes, I think, if I didn't. It's a slow ball bouncer. Sepp Gotch yet to get off the mark, still on 60 for me. I've hit it. It's in the air. It's just 1. I would have got there. I was going to say this field would suggest a short ball might be coming. That ball's actually beaten that fielder. I don't know what's happened there. He's just misjudged it completely. Yeah, he just ran in front of it. Maybe he was just exhausted. And he got his angles messed up. And all of a sudden, it's he's out. I love the contrast in the last few of my innings. I've had like one where I was like super patient. This one where I'm super aggressive. It just means I can play and mix it up each time. But the medium pace of Cartwright is, or the fast medium pace of Cartwright is something that's making me maybe not play as well. I like the pace coming onto the ball. Surprised it hasn't been spin tried yet. That's out. So it's a big wicket. Wasn't really trying to play it super aggressive, but it ended up just getting spooned down toward mid-off. The catch was taken. I think it was Sean Marsh over there. Oh, man. That is big. It's Hardy who actually took the catch. So Andy, I'm going for 70. And Harper now becomes critical. And they're going to get out for 162. And the game is frozen. What do we need to win? That's a hat-trick. I think it's a tie. Was it 163 to win and 162 to tie? Or did we lose by a run? Regardless, the game is broken, everyone. I'm pressing buttons. I can't press anything. Nothing works. I can't pause. I can't do anything. I'm going to have to quit the game. That's a massive bummer. I think it was a tie. And I think that Moody has struck a hat-trick to tie the game. Unbelievable. Let's come back to this and find out what the hell just happened. And if it resets us... Oh, God. No! I'm still in. I was out. So, it's got us at 4 for 123 with Victoria trailing by 44 runs. Before it pooped itself. Alright, I'm going to try and get myself out this ball. Just to rectify what happened. And the absolute brokenness of what happened just then. I'm going to try and just spoon it to mid-wicket again. Or mid-off, or whatever. But instead I've just smashed... This is restart gate all over again. Except this is like crashed gate. How do I get myself out? I just get run out, obviously. That's really the only way. I've skied it. Please catch it. I need to be dismissed. These are all tainted runs. They're tainted runs. Alright. Surely I've hit it down that fielder's throat. That's the only way I'm going about it. There we go. Fantastic. I'm out. But those extra 8 runs, could they be the difference in the end? But at least, which I think we would have lost by a 1 run before, but we've lost this by 15 runs now. And Jai Richardson was the player of the match, taking 4 for 55 in that final innings. So, like, I didn't want to make too many more runs. Obviously wanted to get myself out as quickly as possible. It's just strange. Alright, so we haven't been involved in any other nonsense for a little bit here. Victoria have finished the T20 State Challenge and have qualified for finals. I'm not playing that, of course. Richmond finished the Victoria Cup in 6th position. The State Challenge is done. The T20 is done. And we're back to Sheffield Shield cricket at the back end of January. I wonder what our lineup might look like in this next match. Jackson Bird on, and his first ball is put away for a boundary. It's just way too straight. So after a number of dot balls in a row, we finally managed to get ourselves some more runs. And we've actually lost the wicket of Nick Maddinson, I think it was.